What's good, y'all? Collegiate Football Legion, and I'm back with another video. Now, today, I'm going to be talking about the secret weapon that not many people knows Jackson State has in the secondary. Okay, I'm not talking about Al Young. I'm not talking about Shiloh. I'm not talking about Isaiah, and we're not talking about Dejon in this video. This guy reminds me of a Jabril Peppers kind of guy, mixed with just a little bit of Tyrann Mathieu. All right, I'm not saying he is them in any way, shape, or form, but if I had to pick someone to compare him to, me personally, I'm going to choose Jabril Peppers, and I'm going to tell you why in a little bit when we start talking about him and y'all looking at his tape. But before we get into that, right, I just want to congratulate the whole Jackson State defensive line and offensive line, okay? Because for those of you who do not know, Workforce Software is the first corporate sponsor to provide funds that will directly impact and benefit Jackson State college athletes. Every single lineman in Jackson State, on the Jackson State roster, has a deal with NIL. All right, they got the defensive line and they got the offensive line. So, bro, shout out to y'all, because I remember when Dion was on House of Athlete. I mean, not House of Athlete, but I Am Athlete, and he was saying how it broke his heart that one of his kids or a few of his kids had to, after early morning practice, they had to get dressed and go put in hours at a job, and that they should have funds available. So him and Michael Strahan, they got together and they made that happen for the JSU linemen. Again, that's completely great to me. Like, I love the fact that these guys can just focus on football now. Now, I do not know the terms of the deals. I don't know how much money they'll be getting, but I'm pretty sure it's better than the no money that they were getting before. All right, so shout out to them. Also, if you have not heard, Jackson State has been ranked the #1 popular destination for transfer and commitments out of the top 10 places. Now, below them is Western Kentucky, Michigan State, Texas State, Charlotte, Arizona, Louisiana, Utah, Western Illinois, and North Texas. So shout out to Jackson State, man. They just doing the thing right now, man. Like I said, it takes time to build a culture at a certain school. In Jackson State, Dion, Coach Prime, because a lot of y'all get upset when I say Deion Sanders instead of Coach Prime. It's no disrespect. Trust me, I'm like one of his biggest supporters right now. But just to appease y'all, Coach Prime is doing a hell of a job at Jackson State. Now, a shout out to the coaching staff too, because it's not just Coach Prime. It's all of those guys. It's everyone. Now, let's get into the secret weapon that Jackson State has been hiding from the public for a long time. All right, he goes by the name of John Huggins. All right, he's a defensive back, nickel back, and safety. This guy is a Swiss Army knife. He can do it all, which is part of the reason why I compare him to Jabril Peppers. He may not be as explosive, because Jabril ran like a 4.4 40. So I don't know his exact time, John's exact time in the 40, but I know he's not as fast. All right. However, do not underestimate this kid's speed, because his closing speed is crazy. All right, they got the same build. Like, Jabril is 6 feet 205, or at least was around this same time when he was in college, and John is 6'1", 205. Okay, so not much of a difference there. But let's stick to him for a minute. He's from Mainland High School from Daytona Beach, Florida, and he was in the class of 2019. He was a 3-star guy. All right. Don't let the 3-star fool you. Like I said, this kid is an amazing athlete. All right. Nationally, he was ranked 419th. At safety, he was ranked 28th. And in the state of Florida, he was 73rd. Now, he had 37 offers. I'm not going to name all of them, but I'm going to say a notable few. All right. University of Florida, Florida State, Appalachian State, Virginia Tech, North Carolina State, Georgia Southern University, Miami, Coastal Carolina. The list goes on. Now, he was at Florida. He got into a bit of trouble, and he was dismissed right before the season going into his sophomore year. Now, I know a lot of y'all may be curious as to what he got in trouble for. I do know, however, I'm not going to say it just because, it seems that he's moved past that point in his life, and I just wouldn't even feel right bringing it up, man. He's a kid. I don't want to, just stir up anything else like the websites have been doing for the Florida Gators. I'm just not gonna bring it back up. That was a couple of years ago. He's moved past that. I'm not gonna focus on anything negative about a player. So if you want to know, you can do the research on that yourself. I just don't feel right bringing that part up. Now, in 2018, his freshman year at Florida, he did play in 8 games. Okay, he was a key member on special teams, and he was a reserve defensive back. So he did see significant playing time at Florida his freshman year. He was a starter. Not every freshman gets a chance to start, but they trusted him enough to put him in games, in 8 games, and let him make an impact not only on special teams but actually on defense during key times in the game. He wasn't getting trash minutes, all right? He was getting valuable time his freshman year. In his collegiate debut versus Charleston Southern, he had 2 tackles and an interception. And like I said, in 2019, going into his sophomore year, he was dismissed before the season started. Like I said, for a reason I will not name. I don't feel comfortable with that. He's gotten over that. All right, everything was cleared on his name, so I'm just not bringing that up. Now, before he was dismissed from Florida by Dan Mullen, he was expected to have a bigger role with the Florida Gators defense. All right. He was expected to be that guy. He was going to get even more playing time. They had packages for him. They had a specific plan for him, and it just never came to fruition because he was let go. Now, after he left Florida, it gets a little hazy from there because people were reporting that he transferred to Robert Morris. Robert Morris even had him on the official roster on their website. However, there's no clips of him, there's no footage of him, there's no trace of him at Robert Morris. So to me, I'm guessing he changed his mind, which is what led him to go to Garden City Community College. Yes, the Garden City that was on Last Chance U in the later seasons when the coach was, getting into it with JB and all of that. Anybody who watches Last Chance U, y'all know about Garden City, all right? They have a tradition of winning over there and putting people back into college. At Garden City, in only 4 games, I want y'all to... Sorry about that, y'all. That was my phone ringing. I had to go answer real quick. My bad. Now, where was I at? Now, yeah, in 4 games, keep this in mind. In only 4 games at Garden City, he had 24 tackles. In 4 games, he had 24 tackles. He was flying everywhere. He was used on offense. He was used in the nickelback position. He was used in special teams. He was used on... Did I say offense already? If I did, oh well. He was used on offense, all right? He was doing everything. The same way Jabril Peppers was used ever since high school, okay? This guy is a Swiss Army knife, like I said before, and if I have the tape up already, which I probably do, y'all are seeing it for yourself. Now, he also had a half sack in those 4 games, and he had 2 interceptions. Now, the reason why I compare him to Jabril Peppers is because, number 1, they have a similar build. Number 2, they're both pretty fast. They're great athletes, both of them. They have great instincts versus the run. You can see on that tape, or at least his Garden City tape, he always seems to find his way to the ball carrier. When he knows who has the ball, he's always in the right place at the right time. And he will shed a block with the quickness, okay? He will not waste time being blocked by anyone. He can get past a left tackle. He can get past the guard. He can get past your receiver, and he damn sure can get past your running back. It does not faze him at all. He gonna stick his nose in there, and he gonna get that tackle. He don't care. Those are the type of safeties and DBs that I love. The dudes who not only can get it done in coverage, but can get it done in the run game as well. He does not care to make a play. He's a really good tackler in open space. I haven't even gotten to that. I don't worry about him as a tackler at all. All right. And he is a very dangerous blitzer, as I alluded to earlier. All right. If he is blitzing you, watch out, because 9 times out of 10, he's going to get by whoever you have on him. Okay. what he brings to this Jackson State defense, this already loaded Jackson State defense, I can't even put into words. Okay? I need y'all to understand, not only do they have corner guys, now they got a Swiss Army knife. This kid can do it all. This kid can do it all. My only question is, where do you put him? You know, just like I have with a lot of guys they bring in. You know, where do you put him? It's not a bad problem to have. I'm pretty sure they have a plan for him already. He's been there. He's been in practice for a little while now. So I'm pretty sure they have a plan in place for him. But expect to see him on the field immediately. FAMU fans, I hope y'all got a plan. I think it's gonna be a really good game in the Orange Blossom Classic. All right, but I hope y'all got a plan, because right now, man, they looking like they don't have a weakness right now, and that'll all come to fruition once, you know, the game start and we see exactly where they can improve on. But right now, they are looking good. They are looking stacked, and the most important thing about this is Jackson State is not a top-heavy team. They now have depth, meaning, God forbid, if one of them was to get injured, all right, they would have someone to step in and take that role. Jackson State really went out and did their homework, all right? They really went out and did their due diligence on fixing all of the problems that they had in the spring season. I, for one, cannot wait to see what John Huggins has to offer. All right, I didn't know about this dude until he was brought to my attention by someone who shall remain nameless. But now that I've seen him, now that I got a chance to look at him, oh, you best believe I'm excited about him too. He is now on my list of players, and I'm excited to see at Jackson State, man. But yeah, that's all I have on him so far. If y'all wanna go check him out further, like I said, his name is John Huggins. Y'all can go look at him. Go follow him on Twitter. Go follow him on Instagram. You know, all that good stuff too. He seems like a very cool dude. Now that that's over with, right? Now that we've talked about that, I just want to say thank y'all so much for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. Do not think that I have not been noticing the subscriber count steadily rising. I haven't addressed it in any other video, but I'm addressing it now, man. I really appreciate y'all so much. I didn't even expect this channel to get any type of traction whatsoever. You know, I started a YouTube channel back in 2013, just wanting to get active in the YouTube community, and you know, I failed horribly, right? And I was just uploading vines, you feel me? So I took a break from it. You know, I was only watching YouTube videos, and it wasn't until my girl said something about, you know, you really love talking about football, you should try it, you know, give it another shot. And then what really set it home for me was when I saw Offscript, right? Because like I said, I really enjoy Offscript's channel, and you know, the fact that he's from where I'm from. We're not from the same city, but him being from South Carolina and, you know, me being from South Carolina as well, I'm like, oh, okay, so he really doing the damn thing. You know, it's like, maybe I can do it too. Let me try it out. So, you know, shout out to him. That's what really got me involved in this whole thing. But, you know, I really appreciate y'all. That's all I want to say. If you made it to the end of this video, man, thank y'all for watching. Again, my name is Kobe Orr. This is Collegiate Football Legion. I'm out until the next video. Peace.